Hello, hello, hello. Well, this is the first that we have ever made our very cozy little private needle felting tutorial that comes with every month with the Flock box, that we've made this public on our main makers page. So quite a lot of our Flock members have just migrated from the private group over to the main page to continue enjoying the Flock gathering that we normally, the first half hour we spend chatting and checking in with each other, welcoming new members, exchanging information that might be useful, talking about the weather just like you do, and then from 7:30 until 8 o'clock we normally once a month we get together and we make a project together using the Try Me products that come in your Flock box. Now this month it's all about making this pin cushion and using some different materials that you might not even know we stock. So for example, you have a wooden disc there, you build a mount out of wool and then decorate it with different colored wools. You can try out for the first time the Rainbow Drops wools that we do with the little cotton spots in there, so I'll show you them in a minute. And then of course they're great for putting your needles in, so it's like a little garden that you can create with a tree on it. Once you've got the hang of it, you can go into all kinds of directions. It doesn't always have to be like this. You can also add more ornaments, and I'll show you some of the examples that I've done in the past. So this is what we're up to today. I just want to see who's actually here. There are a lot more people here now than there were just earlier in the Flock group, which means that you've all followed us at least, and new ones have joined. So welcome to all of you who are new here in the group or in the live stream. And I'm just going to check in quickly who is here. So we have got evening all from a very sunny Lincolnshire, says Gina. Amber says, hi everyone. We're such a friendly group. I'm telling you now, you'll be overwhelmed how lovely people are. So if you're on the fence about joining the Flock members membership or not, just jump it. It's worth it. Mel says, hello Flockers and everyone. Colette says, hi. Ashley says, hi Steffi. Carol says, hello Steffi and fellow Felters. Janet says, made it. Excellent. Dorcas says, hello, I'm here. Rose says, hello everyone. Sherry says, hello from Tennessee. Dawn says, hi all. Angie says, hello, evening everyone. Lorna says, hello everyone. Hannah says, hello. Was that right? Did I say that right? Hello. Hope everyone is having a glorious evening. Thank you, Hannah. Hello again, says Heather. Good evening, everyone. Are you being good, Anne? Have you got like a halo on your head? Fiona says, evening all. Pauline says, hi Steffi and everyone. I think you're all being way too polite now. Sharon says, hello everyone. Fiona says, hi everyone and potential new Flockers. Jane says, hello again everyone. Rosemary says, hello, sorry I missed the 7 p.m. meeting, got myself mixed up, but you know it stays in the group and you can rewatch it, of course. Laura says, hello everyone. Lynn says, hello all, I have no idea what Flockbox subscription are all about, so hopefully we'll find out today. You will, definitely, I will tell you all about it. Jane missed the 7 o'clock too. Wendy says, hi everyone. Mary says, hello. Fiona says, hello again. Amber says, I've never tried Rainbow Drops wool before, so was excited to see that in the Flock box. Yes, definitely. We do different colours, not just green. Carol says, I followed over. Excellent. Thank you, Carol. Michael says, hello, everybody. Mandy says, hi, everyone. Ashley says, starting a new sheep swatch ring. Oh, wow. That's good. If you don't know what sheep swatches are, you will find out. Jules says, hello all, just paid to join the Flock today. Yay! A new Flocker. I'm always excited. I think I need a special notification when a new Flocker joins. Like a, I don't know, like a bah! Or something like that. It should ring on my phone going bah! And I can say, oh, you've got another one. Julie says, jump, it's great. Hi everyone. Yes, definitely jump that fence. Just be that naughty sheep. Jump. Jennifer says, hello everyone. Lorna says, looking forward to some more felting. Caroline says, hello Steffi and everyone from Stoke Pokes in Bucks Is that how you say Stoke Pokes? Pokes? Sorry for my ignorance, never heard of the place. Evan says, I'm new this month too, and the stuff you get is fab. Thank you, Evan. And this is, I have not paid him to say this. This is just comes purely from his heart. Pip says, hello everyone. Ilona says, greetings to everyone from New Mexico, USA. Flock boxes are so fun. That reminds me, so a flock box can either be posted to the UK or anywhere in the world. You can be a digital member, which means you miss out on all the fun of getting the actual flock box, but you get the benefit of everything else, which is the free PDFs that you can download from our Flock Corner on our website. And by the way, those of you who have signed up to the Flock membership and you haven't got access to the Flock Corner, that is because you have to be logged into your account, the same account that you used to sign up to the Flock membership. The system recognizes you and it allows you access to this exclusive corner, but you need to sign into your account on our website. And you get an invitation to join our Facebook, which is a private group. But obviously you have to be on Facebook to be able to benefit from that. And it is an email that goes out because sadly a lot of you have got different names on Facebook than you have when you signed up. We can't actually tell sometimes who is who. So if you find the group and you want to join and you're a legitimate member, then do give us your order number and the date when you signed up, and then we can find you really quickly and allow you in the group. Otherwise, email hello@themakers with 2s's.co.uk and just say, I've just joined, please let me into the group, and then we will action this also. So just a quick thing here. Oh, I need a map and get a pin for every flocker. Yeah, that's a good idea. Rebecca says, hope you spelled as in the female sheep are all well. Emily says, hi everyone. Pip, each month's box is amazing, well worth joining the flock. Have been a member from the beginning and all my sheep are still dressed. Yes, okay, let's talk about the flock box then. So the flock box looks like this. Sorry, I've opened this one. It comes through your letterbox like that, and let's have a quick look overhead so you can see what you might find in the flock box. Well, this is what you will find in the July flock box, and it's not too late to get it. You get a sheep swatch. Now the sheep swatch is basically one of our little sheep, and it's dressed in wool. So obviously the color of the wool changes, and close your eyes now if you can't bear naked sheep. But this was this was June's sheep, and I sort of almost raided all the cover entirely. So you can start collecting the sheep because you get a ring. I just got to lean forward because I've got one here. I just need to grab it. Here we go. So you get a ring. It could be slightly different than this, and you can pop all your sheep on the ring and have a whole pen of sheep with all the different swatches. Now there is about 2 grams of wool on each sheep, which is often enough just to try it out. But most people don't like to undress their sheep, which I'm trying to teach them that sheep need to be shorn at times. But as I said, not everybody likes that. So anyway, flock box for July 2024, you have your sheep swatch. This time it is the luxury core bat, so you get to try out different sheep wools from us. You have your little wooden disc, which will be the solid base for the little needle cushion, and then you've got your rainbow drops. Now this is really worth looking at a little bit closer. So these little colorful spots in there, they're cotton, little cotton pieces, and when you needle felt they pop up to the surface, so they're really beautiful and it's really very effective, and it always reminds me of a meadow, this one, but we have got it in white and red and blue, in different colors. This is one of my favorite wool tops that comes this month in the box, and it's called Flower Garden, and it has got such a lovely range of colors going through there that it just reminds me of a flower garden, especially in the summer. So it is an Australian space dyed wool top, which space dyed means that the colors, the dye has happened like this. It's spaced out along the strand rather than that way. So it goes across the strand rather than lengthways. And then you have here, that's the country sheep bat. I've got to smell this one, sorry. Ah, love the smell. and it's a natural color wool, and so it works really well for 3D shaping. I think we used it on our teddy bear picnic, or I used it on one of the bears at some point. So this is what you get in your flock box this month. You also always get, which I haven't got in here now, a flock newsletter, and there's always a little write-up about what special offers you have got. Somebody might have to remind me. I thought of everything, but I haven't actually. Somebody needs to remind me what was in the sub club this month, and which instructions did you get. Just pop it into the comments and I'll get to it reading through it. So I'm just going to have a quick look. Emily is new this month too. Was a lovely new joining gift. Oh yes. So I also need to tell you about the new joining gift. If you are a first time joiner, where did I put that? I definitely had that somewhere. I saw it earlier. Okay. So the flock, did I see it here or did I see it somewhere else? Oh, anyway, you get with your first flock box a cotton canvas pencil case with instructions how to make a picture, a sunflower picture on there, a sunflower field picture, and you get the wool to do this too. So this is the joining gift that comes with the box. And I think I might just get up and have a look if I can find it, because it's well worth looking at it. It is really very effective. So what I'm doing in the meantime, I am just going to, what shall I do? Oh yes, I'm going to talk to you about something that's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, a little bit earlier than tonight, we're doing this. Okay, so I'm just going to go looking for that joining gift whilst you look at that, and I'm going to tell you all about this. So basically, the cat decoration was one of the fundraisers that we did with Cats Protection, and as part of the Craft for Cats initiative, that's a group on Facebook. We started it out with them about oh my goodness, in February 2021. So this is the third year that we're doing it, but it's our fifth craft make along that we're doing. Starting on the 5th of August is when the kits are going live and you can start buying yours. But this particular one is an old one, and we are going to I'm going to show you how to make this cat, but I'm mainly doing it so that I can show you how to mix the wool so that it fits your cat perfectly. And the project that we are doing, so tomorrow I will show you the project that we're doing for Cats Protection. I won't show it to you now, but I can show you the box. I'll show you the box and show you the projects tomorrow. This is the box that is going to come through your door, and you can buy it from the 5th of August directly from the Cats Protection website. You cannot buy it from us. We're doing this via Cats Protection. We fulfill the orders, so we pack everything, and it's all our stuff, but you have to buy it directly from the Cats Protection. And the good thing about this is that half of what you pay stays with Cats Protection, and the other half comes to us and pays for the postage and pays for the kit, and then also for the live stream. Right, I've got my act together now. So you're getting a pencil case that looks like this, okay? But you're getting in there all of this lush wool to make, are you ready? This. So you can decorate your own pencil case, but it obviously could become a felting case. And this is the joining gift for the flock membership. And then you get all the stuff in the box as well every month. So the joining gift is just a one-off. Now, with these pencil cases, you don't just have to do this sunflower picture. You could do all kinds of things. The colors obviously are different, so you have to use your own. But we had a lot of fun during the retreat where everybody got to make themselves one of these pencil cases, and it's endless. They're actually really useful little gifts as well. So I think I'm going to list the cases very soon on the website so that you can actually also buy them from us and then just use your scraps of wool up and make beautiful pictures. So Oh my goodness. Have I lost you? Have I lost all the comments now? I don't know. Hoping for some tips, says Sue. My son gifted me your lovely bat kit for Christmas and I need to start it, but bit unsure. Yes. So basically, don't ever be afraid to start a needle felting project because it is literally just about confidence. But of course, if that means that you need to build your confidence by doing something else, you're in the right place. The flock boxes are perfect for that because we teach a new skill and you get to try new products, and I give you tips and hints about needles and some of the accessories and the tools and the wools and everything. So it is definitely almost sort of like a mini lesson every month with a bit of fun, and you end up with something that you can use. Heidi says, would be amazing to see how far and wide the flock spreads across the globe. My sheep are also all dressed. The monthly boxes are great. Thank you. Jane says, I love the flock box. I've had every one of them for the past 12 months and not regretting it. And of course, when you have been continuously a member for 12 months, when you've been a flocker for 12 months, you get elevated from a flock member to a flock fellow. And that means that you have a 10% discount that goes across our website for all the time that you're a flock fellow. So you get a special treatment there too. Rosemary says, me too, love the flock box. My sheep are all dressed too, says Dawn. Shield your eyes. I think I spotted an almost undressed sheep. Anne says, being a flocker gives you a sense of belonging, a great group and great support. Don't hesitate, do it. Oh, thank you, Anne. No naked sheep, says Jane. No. It's so funny because sheep love it when they get shorn in the summer. Not our sheep. They like to be dressed. Woodland pin. Oh yes, the woodland pin cushion. That's a free PDF, very similar to this one, but a slightly more involved project. So that is one of the free PDFs that you get this month. Specific kits and the pin cushion PDF. Okay. Oh yes, and you get a special discount on all needles. So the discount is usually 20% and it changes every month. And I can tell you now, next month, you will get discount on the basic core and on felt sheets. So I've given you the heads up already, 20% of that. That goes for all the flock boxes and also the subscriptions. And next month, the theme is a pumpkin girl, which I will show you, but we also need to do a little bit of needle felting in a minute. So the free PDFs this month, Cozy Cottage, Swan Woodland Pin Cushion this month. And the reason for what the common theme they have got is that they're all based on a wooden disc. How much is shipping to USA for Flockbox? Oh my goodness, now you're asking. So go onto our website. I think it's £11.99. I am not sure is the honest answer, but go to our website and just pop it in your basket, and then it will calculate it for you. So you can pay in advance for 12 months, or you can pay monthly. If you pay monthly for the full box in the UK, it's £9.90, and that includes the shipping, and you get this box through your letterbox. If you are in the US, I think it is £11.99. I can't remember. It might be around £12, something like that. But you can also pay for the whole year in advance as well again. The cat decoration last year was a gift from someone I helped, and what introduced me to the makers, and I haven't looked back. Oh, I didn't realize it was a gift, Hannah. That's so nice. I can't wait for the new kit. Colette says, Steffi Stern, so she can let you know. How much is it? Yes, okay. Hannah says you can do a cat's bottom. Yes, you can. Colette says, oh, Hannah Jo, Hannah, here comes your cat butt. Oh yes, we know all about cat butts because Hannah needle felted a beautiful cat on this side. Well, I say a beautiful cat. The cat was beautiful, but it was doing naughty things. It was pooing. And on the other side, it was basically the back of the cat. Now, Hannah is a veterinary nurse, so I'm not too worried about it, and she's completely cat obsessed. They are really fun. My mum wants the sunflower one, though. Oh, well, the sunflower one, everybody gets that one. I'm just saying you can do other versions. Rightio. So, oh my goodness, I honestly, oh yeah, somebody says it's $15 postage. I paid for a year in advance, says Ilona. Thank you, Ilona. Of course, you have to convert it to US dollar. That is also, you can also see that on our website. You can switch. There's a currency switch, and you can switch over to US dollars, because that's aside the flock membership. But when you buy from us and you spend over £100, shipping to the US and Canada is free. But sometimes you don't know what £100 is, so you have to switch the currency switch up on the website, and then it converts it to pounds. And then if you're over £100, you know it's free, the shipping. Trisha says, I'm a flock fellow. Love flock boxes. My sheep are dressed too. Loads of useful tips. Oh my goodness. Lanolin Rich. Don't think any of us will forget Hannah's cat. No. I love being a flocker. Can highly recommend. Oh, you're all so nice. Is there another fairy coming soon? Yes, there is. Oh, I so want to make one. I just don't have the time. Yes, the strawberry fairy and the poppy fairy will potentially be quite close together. Donna says, I'm new to all of this, so I'll just sit back and listen. Oh, listen and laugh. Yeah, just don't hold anything against us. We're just all just us, really. You know, what do you see is what you get. Stacy says, I'm in the US. I can look up my cost, but I bought it for the year and it was worth every penny. This community and Steffi are all amazing and welcoming and fun. No regrets. Thank you very much, Stacey. That's lovely to hear. Angie says, I really look forward to my box of goodies every month. Well worth the money, and you get to be part of this amazing community. Thank you very much, Angie. I think I'm at the end of the comments. Okay, I'm going to get on really quickly needlefelting now. Oh no, somebody else just popped in. Heidi says, any news on the shepherds? Yes, I've spoken to, so we have big plans. We have big plans here at the Makers. Always have big plans. We never stand still. And I've spoken to Sarah today. Sarah, who helps with our marketing, and you sometimes she pops up on the Everyone a Maker group and so on. Anyway, we think that we are going to. We don't think we will be rebranding. We're rebranding. And that will happen in September. And at the time when we're rebranding, will also when everything will be sorted with the shepherds. There's no point getting it all up and running when we haven't rebranded yet. So just hang in there a little bit longer. Just wait until the summer is almost over. Right, I'm going to start needlefelting now, okay? Here goes. So, overhead camera. Right, I've got everything out of the box here right in front of me now. Why is that all gone wonky now? Hang on, I think I might have knocked the camera. I just need to straighten this out a little bit. Otherwise it's never 100% straight, but this is a little bit better. Okay, so first of all, you're going to make a little mount that sits on top of this. So what you will also need is some glue. Now, as you know, we love the Stick It glue bottles. What I do is, this is a bottle I've had on the go for ages, and I just buy the next size up, which is a similar glue, but it's not the same brand, but it's exactly the same glue, and fill up my glue stick again. So that's why this looks well used, because I've refilled it several times. So you don't want to use all of your brown to make the mount, because we also want to use a little bit for the tree trunk. So I'm just going to take a little bit off, and I'll pop this to one side. And then I'm going to shape my mount that sits on top of my wooden disc to the size of my disc. Now, because I'm also going to put green over it, it can be a little bit smaller. You can felt it down if you want to. I'm just going to use a coarse needle. I'm just going to felt it down so that it stays closed. So you're building up the size now of your pin cushion, because you want it to be relatively firm. You don't want a too soft pin cushion, so the needles need to go in comfortably, but you don't want them to fall out. So make sure that you felt your base down quite firmly. There you go. Now you could have undressed your sheep and used this, okay? But I'm saving you today. We're not undressing any sheep. And then you, so as I want to now wrap layers over this little pebble that I've made here, I'm going to find out which way my wool butt here is running. So I can see, I want to get a strand of wool. Sometimes you can see it quite straightforward. Here it comes. So this is obviously how my wool is running. All of the other bits are just a distraction. So I'm going to take off now this strand and I'm going to cover the brown wool with a layer of the green. Just wrap it around. So remember what I said, when you start stabbing into the green wool with the little cotton dots in it, they will work their way up. I'm actually felting the base really flat right now. It's quite funny because they sort of literally pop up as you needle felt. It's the same thing if you've got some vegetable matter in there, also short for. We also call it VM. If you ever come across the word or the abbreviation VM, the letters VM, it stands for vegetable matter. So I'm actually teasing the wool over the sides to cover up the side of the pebble, or I call it a pebble, but it's not. It's a grass mound. And felt it down. Like that. And I'm using a coarse needle still. I mean, to be honest, you don't have to do this what I'm doing. You can also just add another layer over the top, which I probably have to do because I want this to be a really nice snug fit. Excuse me, this hay fever is still getting to me. So everybody has got a different shape of wood slice in there. So you're going to have to start looking at your wood slice to make that mound fit your slice. So you don't want to see excess. You want it to be a nice even cover like that. However, there is a little trick later on where we're actually adding a strand of the flower garden top around the base just to finish it off nicely. So don't fret if you find it hard to get the shape exactly right. Right, I'm going to go over it this way now, like this, and felt it down, and I think that's probably enough of a base that I've built up. You can make it more pointy, you can make it taller. It just needs to be deep enough so that you can stick a needle in like that without it hitting the wooden base underneath it. So it needs to stay in there without hitting the underneath. Now if you've got any multi-tools, you can also put them to use, such as a 3-needle felting tool. I don't think I've got anything knocking around here. I've got one of these blue needle felting tools. Oh, it's got 2 needles in there and they're also bent, so that's no use. Got another one here. Let's try this one. Oh, that's better. So you can use multi-tools or just stick with your single needle. I'm trying to make sure that that the base of your little mound is really, really flat, and then the other side is more shaped. So you could just build bulk on one end. It's nice. It's actually quite nice and therapeutic to slow down and learn a little bit of shaping rather than making anything. This is a very simple project. Anybody can do this. It's a good confidence booster, this project. So I think I'm quite happy for it to go on there now. You can also try the other side. Yeah, I think that's even better. Right, so now I'm going to So ideally you want to glue this on at the very end when you're done so that it sits on there nice and firmly. And the glue will be absolutely fine. But what I'm going to do now is I'm already gluing it on so I can show you how it gets finished off. And the glue will dry quite quickly. So I'm going to be quite generous with this glue around the edges, in the center. Now I've got a runny nose. Brilliant. It's just what you want, and no tissue inside. Oh dear. Oh, there's a tissue. Found one. Excuse me. Just 1 second. Be back in a minute. Right. A little bit more glue. Why is it not coming out now? There must have been a blob inside. It's now stopping the glue from coming out. It's a good job I've got a few of these on the go. Let's hope this works. Now, so when all fails, you can always take the thingy. Oh gosh, there's definitely a lot of glue come out now. It'll get absorbed in the wool. So I've put a lot of glue on there. You probably don't need to put quite so much on there. But in any case, I'm just going to position this on there now so that it sits nicely. And then you can squish it down a bit like that. And I'm just going to leave that for a minute. And whilst that is drying here, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the tree. So I've got my little bit of brown wool that I've teased off earlier. I actually don't need that much. And I'm just going to wind it into a sausage shape now. So I'm just winding it literally in from one side to the other. Now you can make a taller tree or a shorter tree or just a shrub. It doesn't really matter, whatever takes your fancy. And then you stab into it, only into the center part. Don't worry about the ends, because one end is going to be, needs to be loose so that it can felt into there. And then the other end will have to receive the foliage on it. So I'm just going to put that little sausage to one side. And now you have the option. You can just use some of this wool and put it into a ball shape like this, just any shape. The tree doesn't need to be exactly round. It can be slightly tall or pointy. It can be really nice and round, whichever way. And just felt it down a bit. And then the main thing is that you are going to use your flower garden wool top to now decorate the tree and the little mount of wool here to your liking. So what you could do is, and I haven't done this with this pin cushion or the needle cushion here, just pop it here so you can see. What you could do is, you could just have single colors to, I've put multicolors all over. So it's got the little spotty bits from the wool that are popping up anyway. And I've also got extra bits there. So if you look at the range of wool here, it goes from green to blue to purple, pink, and then you some of you might have a bit more orange than what I have. But in any case, if you tease off a strand and you decide you will only use these parts here in your tree, then you have maybe like little apple colored blobs in there, and just scrunch them up and pop them onto your ball shape. Remember, you have got a lot of wool. You can make this a lot firmer than what I have done. And in any case, it firms up as you're felting it on as well. So that looks like it's less of a ripe apple can sit here. So you could just use certain colors to go into the tree and certain colors to make flowers on your little grassy mound. If you wanted to, or you just keep it nice and colorful like I did originally. I'm felting this still down as I go. The reason why I love this flower garden and using it as we do here is because it has got this this very gradual color change, and it just makes it look really natural, more natural for a flower or maybe a fruit, because they're not really just a plain single color. They're often quite variegated, or they go from one color to another. It's very subtle changes. So you can add more of these into your tree. Could be a rose bush, to be honest. And then you're going to attach the two together. Now, I'm going to do this like that. I pop my tree trunk at an angle down and felt it into the tree top here. So, and then I'm going to bend it the other way and felt it down on the other side. And that should be enough to fasten it on. So you've got, it's almost a bit like a mushroom. It so the foliage comes down. Doesn't have to be. You can also felt it really tight to the tree. You can add more wool if you want to. There's many options. You have such a wealth of creative possibilities here. I'd be so excited to see how you have made your decoration work. I'm just going to pop one more apple in the tree. Scrunch that up and pop it in here. So all I'm doing is I just felt it down, and then I felt it really neat around the edges so it looks nice and round. And then you felt all over again, just to adjust the shape. And then finally you have to attach the tree to your little mount, and I do this by opening up some of these brown fibers at the end. Now if you haven't attached your shape yet onto the wood, you're absolutely fine. But if you're doing it the way that I do, you have to be mindful that you don't want to stab the needle too deep so that it hits your wooden bit underneath. So I'm just going to go at a slight angle, but still try and get this fastened down nice and solid. And the brown of the wool can spill out a bit like tree roots, like on a base of a tree. And I do this on the other side as well. Just felt it down so that it's nice and firmly attached. It can go one way or the other, whichever way you like. It might slightly shorten the tree, which might be something you want. So that tree looks quite attached now. There we go. So the tree is attached. It's not going anywhere. And then you can start decorating your little tree mount, your little flower garden, if you like. You can make very neat flowers, all in the same color, in a pattern. Make a little flower bed if you wish, with brown borders, or I don't know. You choose what you want to do. Put tiny little flowers in there, great big flowers. I'm just going to put. I've kept this more in sort of a color coordination with purple flowers here now. You can make lots of little bushes if you want from the green wool. There's so much wool. Look, this is all there's left over. I've even still got a bit of brown. And I've got my dressed sheep. So no undressing of sheep on this occasion. Pop another couple of colors on there. And once you've done this, you can just use a strand of your wool top, maybe that thick, like this, and pop it around the base to neaten the base up. So I've done this by also felting it down, or you can add a little bit more glue onto the side and get it neatened up. You don't have to do this bit, just thought it looks nice to have a band around it. Felt it down or glue it down, whatever you prefer. And that is your little pincushion complete. So obviously it doesn't have to stop here. You can make all kinds of other decorations and themes. We actually have got a video tutorial of how to make these teacup pin cushions. So this one looks really wild because I think the tree is falling over, but I've got lots of needles in there. So I've made a little toadstool house with a tree, a little sheep there, a little flower garden. You can find this tutorial on our YouTube page, on our YouTube channel, The Makers UK. And then there's another one here that I've got another little dish with lots of needles in there. That one has got a sheep in there, a little lake. It's got a bush with flowers, another toadstool, another bush with flowers here, and lots of needles stuck in there with the trees falling over because I always push them probably when I stick the needle in there. So I use these all the time. They're really, really handy. And obviously if you know somebody who's into sewing, they might appreciate to have a little pin cushion to put their pins in, or sewing needles, but it works for felting needles 100%, and that's what I will be using mine for, because I do like that sort of stuff. So this is concludes the tutorial. I will just do a little bit of catch up here on the chat, because I've seen the messages popping up like like popcorn. So just have a quick look. I wanted to show you, just very quickly, I show you what the August Flock box entails. Now I also should tell you, if you're signing up today for your Flock membership, you of course will get the July box. And then you may think, oh no, now I've got to wait a whole month before I get my other one. You can change your payment date. So especially if you're paying per month, it will the boxes will always the money will always be taken round about the same time when you first signed up. But if you go onto your account, so when you sign up, you will be invited to set up your own account. Then you can go and change the payment date. So and that means that you could bring it forward. So you could have a box really close together on this occasion. So next month, the theme is a pumpkin girl, and it's a combination of needle felting and sewing. So you will need a sewing needle, but it's only a tiny bit of sewing. It's nothing terribly complicated, because we just need to gather the felt up so we can prepare for the make of this little pumpkin lady. Somebody said a pumpkin witch would be good as well. And your flock box will be accordingly filled with the goodies that you would expect to make it. So you get your felt sheet. So if you've never tried our felt sheets, you get our basic core wool, you get a dressed sheep with the blush Perendale, you get some curls and some green wool for the little pumpkin lady too. And you even get 2 of our new style glue-in eyes, which are the round eyes. So they're new. We only got them in sizes 3, 4 and 5 millimeter. And normally what you get is you get your Flock newsletter, Flock members newsletter, which there's always sort of a little note from me to you, a little bit more personal. And of course the newsletter will be a part of this as well. This is all for August, which I have to at the moment just put away again, because we will have an unboxing. I think it's the 7th of August, so I don't want to preempt any of this. But hang on, I was looking at comments. Ugh. Right, let's have a look. If I join as a flocker, will I be a member of the normal subscription boxes, or is that extra? So the subscription box is a completely different thing. The Flock membership is literally what I've just talked about for the last hour or so. The subscription boxes, we've had our subscription boxes for over 7 years. We're on number 87, and the subscription box usually makes an animal project. if you want to sign up for this one, it's a different scenario. You get to make the hedgehog this month. He's still available as a box. Next month, it's the unicorn. I can show you. Have I got the picture? Did I keep the picture? No, I think I've deleted it. So you can make a unicorn next month, and the boxes are always a specific project, whereas the flock boxes, whilst this was a project and next month is a project, we've also had just boxes where it was just try me products, and I can show you what you might want to use them, but they don't make a complete project. It is really about trying something new. I try with the flock boxes, I try to use it as a practical skill. So it's either relevant to the season, or they're little giftable projects or little useful projects. So we have done, oh my goodness, we've done all kinds of things. We've done this before. Do you remember this one? We did a little pebble coaster. I use it all the time to put my cup of tea on. We've done little Christmas decorations. In fact, we've already done Christmas decorations, even though it wasn't even... is that still in here? Have I still got that here? No, that's not there. I think it's down here. I can't remember where I've put them all. Was this last month? Yes. So last month we did... this was last month. No, this was Christmas in June. Oh yes, that's right. That was last month. Little Christmas decorations with wire and wool, holly leaf. So there's a tutorial for this available as well. And the tutorials, they stay on in the group, in the flock membership group, but they also stay on the flock corner at least for 2 to 3 months, and then we move them. No, they stay on there all the time, I think. Can't remember now. Anyway, if I join as a flocker... Oh, no, that's right. Hi all. How many flock fellows are there? Us diehard felting obsessives stick together. I think there are about 100 fellow flockers. That's what I remember. So when you turned into a flocker, into a fellow flocker, we have to add your name to this special discount code that you will be emailed once you turn into a flocker. Sarah says, hello, lovely to spot you live. Oh, Sarah, I missed you at the Summer Wool Festival. Where were you? Heidi says, brilliant, looking forward to September. Excellent. Amber says, the flock box is separate to the maker's box than normal subscription boxes. Yes, it is separate. Colette says, sub-flock boxes are different thing. The flock boxes are for flockers only. Yes, that's right. It's a different thing. I think the flock boxes is more about community and really. I mean, we meet up, we have a nice time, and we sort of we just look out for each other. It's more of a so with the makers boxes, we don't have a meetup or anything like this. It's all about enhancing your skills and learning something new, but it's less community focused. Amber Maria, thank you, Amber. I can see I will be spending a fortune. Oh no, you don't need to spend a fortune to become a flocker. Maureen says, made it very hot and humid in Ontario, Canada. Yes, I think a lot of us have got hot and boiling weather. Lynn Geary, it's definitely addictive, says Debbie. Evening. Oh, Claudia has changed. Oh no, I should say Claudia. I say it the German way, but she's okay with that. I've checked. I relate to that. If I join, hang on a second. If I join as a flocker, will I be a member of the normal subscription? Oh, sorry, yeah. It's definitely addictive, says Debbie. And Amber says, I relate to that for sure. I'm a flocker, but I have gotten some sub boxes as one-off purchases. Good to have the option. And it is very easy to spend money as the stuff is so good. Oh, thank you, Amber. Thank you for also reminding me. So the subscription boxes is slightly different in that you can also, the makers boxes, in that you can also get a one-off box. You don't need to subscribe. You do, however, save a lot of money if you do subscribe. But not everybody has got the time and the resources to do it. Katrina says, I'm in the US, so it's better for me to be a digital flock member, a fellow now. It would be fun to have the box, but I usually have the wool needed or for the monthly gathering. The membership is well worth it, just for the PDF instructions and exclusive gatherings. So the digital membership regardless to where you are in the world, is £7.90 per month. So that's another option. But if for an extra £2, especially in the UK, you get your books. It's a no-brainer. Jackie says, just became a flocker feeling proud. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Jane says, my hay fever cleared when I was at the summer retreat. Oh, no, I must come to your house. Maybe mine clears then. Had it bad again since I've been back home. Oh, no. So you, obviously, there's something in your house that I get it really bad when I'm at home. Gina says, my hubby shared his cold with me, and so I have had a runny nose for a couple of days. That's not good sharing. Tell him not to share that with you in the future. Right, I think we need to go because there's a lot of people watching that I don't know who they are. Coralie and I am a digital flocker. I'm in Canada and also have similar wool in my stash. Excellent. Amber says, oh, so excited to try this now that the tutorial is complete. Inspired lots of ideas. Sue says, thank you, very useful to see you felting in action. Well, you can see me again tomorrow at 6 o'clock when we're making the cat. Stacy says, I am stocked to make a dolly. Thank you for changing things up. Oh. Jane says, what about the unicorn? Any pictures? Yeah, I did have a picture. I can do better than a picture. I'll show you the unicorn. Don't go anywhere. I'll just go and get it. I will get it just because it's you. I wouldn't do it for anybody else. But I'll get up on my weary legs and I will get the unicorn because you want to see it. And you can. Right, the unicorn is it's very dainty. It's very dainty. I'm trying to hide it. Okay, here we go. There's the unicorn. She's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. So she's got a horn made from silk clay, and you get extra in the box. You get our unicorn top in case you want to change up the colors of the mane and the tail. So this is the natural grey merino, but we're going to put the beautiful unicorn tops in, which is a very pastel-y colour, and might just be what you want for your unicorn. So I just show you her overhead as well. There you go. That's the project for the Maker's Box. This is the Maker's Box for August. There you go. Right, and that's one of Colette's makes. I'm staying with my cousin in Guernsey for archery, and she's also crafty, so I will give her my pin cushion I made. Oh, that's nice. Angie says, love this needle cushion, and definitely going to make a fairy scene in a mug. Nice. Got to go, almost time to go and count sheep. Oh. Oh dear. I literally thought you had to do that. We have to count our chickens at night, but yes, this is not take things too literal, Steffi. Trisha says, I have pebble coasters around the house. Love them. Oh, thank you. Gina says, sweet dreams. The wire wrapping was really helpful and a nice project, says Amber. Thank you, Amber. Anyway, I bought the Advent Christmas calendar and the wreath. When does it arrive? It's not Advent yet. So the wreath. Which wreath did you buy? So you don't mean the wreath. You mean the garland. But I turned it into a wreath. I even wore it as a necklace. Yes. So they usually don't arrive until October. You've got a little while to wait. Doesn't mean to say we're not busy packing them, but yeah. She's very cute, says Amber. This is the unicorn. Evan says, I love her. 3 times love. He loves her. Yeah. Mary says, I really enjoyed tonight. Thanks. Yes, Carol, that's it. Thank you, Carol. October, November even. Cute, so cute, cannot wait. Jane says, thank you for another lovely tutorial. Going to make mine tomorrow. Thank you, Jane. And you can catch up in the flock in the flock group, the little gathering that you missed. And I think that's it. I'm going to love you all and leave you now. I'm going to have my supper, and then tomorrow I'm going to work again. But in between I sleep, and then I'm off to the NEC, and hopefully I see many there of you lovely people, and Carol will be there as well. And remember, come to my talk. Those of you who don't know, it is an absolute essential now that if ever I'm on stage anywhere, you must come and sit in the audience. And I tell you all that story another time, because that was something I disclosed in the flock gathering. But anyway, I'm off now. So take care, everybody. Lots of love, and get stabbing on that needle cushion. Bye.